Good afternoon, Emory and Henry sports fans. Thank you for tuning in for today's live stream. I am Ty Spires. I'll be calling the game for you between University of Pikeville and your Emory and Henry College Wasps. Quickly, let's take a look around the diamond and see how Emory and Henry will be fielding today. At first, number 12, McCrae Sawyers. Second, number 2, Tristan Hensley. Playing third for the Wasps, number 3, Jared Foley. Shortstop will be number 5, Colby Anderson. Out left will be number 21, Sean Davis Cherry. In center, number 30, Will Jennings. And in right, number 33, Jackson Lancaster. Behind the plate for the Wasps will be number 42, Josh Howard. And towing the rubber for Emory and Henry will be number 24, Jack Singleton. Singleton comes into the ballgame with a 9.45 ERA. Doesn't have a record yet, but has 3 appearances. Has pitched 6 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .259 against him. So doesn't really have the ERA that he was looking for this year, but opponents aren't hitting amazingly well off him. If Singleton's able to limit walks, I think he'll have success here and able to build on their win yesterday against Ferrum College. Looks like we're about to get started, so we will get into it. Pikeville is sending to the plate first, number 1, Tyler Freeze. Leading off the game, center fielder, number 1, Tyler Freeze. Freeze comes into the game hitting .316 on the year. First pitch to Freeze is popped up in deep center. Jennings going back to the wall. Ball is off the wall. Jennings throws in. Freeze eats it between second and third. Throw back to second to see on the back pick. And looks like Freeze is safe with a double. Freeze is hearing it from the dugout as took a little tumble on his way to third. So he'll just end up with a leadoff double. The right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton. Helton coming in hitting .328. First pitch is a ball up. And if you can see out and left, that flag is blowing pretty hard out to left. I think that, as seen by Freeze's hit, that ball looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball to Jennings out in center, but it just carried and continued to until it hit off the wall. That pitch was fouled off by Helton. Count is 1-1. Ball out. Count goes 2-1. Pitch is grounded to third through the hole. Freeze is making the turn. He's getting sent home. Play at the plate. And Freeze is safe. Pikeville up early 1-0 with back-to-back hits. At the plate, the designated hitter, number 7, Tyler Maynard. That'll bring up the DH, number 7, Tyler Maynard. Maynard leading this Bears team with a .350 average. First pitch to him is a ball out. Pickoff attempt over at first. Helton is back in plenty of time. Pitch is fouled off. That ball driven deep into center. Jennings going back. Looks to be under it, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 24, Eduardo Bello.
That'll bring to the plate number 24, Eduardo Bello. First baseman's coming in hitting .269 on the day, or excuse me, on the year. Pickoff attempt over at first. Helton is back easily. Strike called in the outside corner. Pickoff attempt over at first. Helton is back. Pitch is fouled off. Bello in a hold down 0-2. Ball out. Count goes 1-2. Pickoff attempt over at first. This time a little closer. Helton still able to get back safely. Looked like he might have been leaning there. 1-2, not a bad count to run on, so good play by Singleton to throw over. Pickoff attempt again. That's this time. Helton is out. Got leaning again. Didn't think Singleton would go back twice, but he did, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So 2 outs here for Jack Singleton. 1-2 count on Eduardo Bello. And swung on and missed. Shaky start for the Wasps, but able to come right back. Singleton to get the final out of the inning. So after the first half, score is 1-0 as Emory and Henry's coming up. So leading off the bottom of the first for the Emory and Henry College Wasps will be number 3, Jared Foley. Foley leading the Wasps in average, hitting .416 on the year. First pitch to him is a ball out. Ball out. Count goes 2-0. Pitch is fouled off. Foley waits back on that breaking ball, hits it right back up the middle for a leadoff base hit. Great piece of hitting there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just sent it right back where it came from. That'll bring to the plate the DH, number 19, Eli Milhorn. Milhorn hitting .302 coming into their day. First pitch to Milhorn is ball up. Ball 2. Count goes 2-0. That ball hit deep into right. Not sure it's got the legs, though. Caught by the center fielder for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate number 2, Tristan Hensley. Second baseman comes into the game hitting .365. And on the first pitch, Foley steals second. Pitch is called a ball. And a check swing foul ball by Hensley. Count will go 1-1. Ball out. Count goes 2-1. That pitch is fouled off. Count will even up at 2s. Time called by Hensley. Pickoff attempt. Foley is caught in between second and third. And safe at second. Foley was able to just beat the third baseman back to second base, so no harm, no foul there. So 2-2 count to Hensley. Runner still on second. Kind of the risk you take going on first move at second base. But thankfully Foley is able to get back. Pitches a ball out. Count will go full. And swung on and missed. Hensley will go down swinging as the second out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate first baseman number 12, McCray Sawyers.
The first baseman, number 12, McCray Sawyers.
First pitch to Sawyers is a ball out. Inside move again, back to second. This time Foley was not fooled. He's able to get back in plenty of time. That ball laced into center. And great play by Tyler Freeze out in center to make the final out of the inning. So after one full, your score is still U-Pike 1, Emory and Henry 0. So leading off here in the top of the second will be the shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton. Sarton comes into the ball game hitting .309. First pitch to him is a called strike. Drag bunt by Sarton, and Foley makes the play over to first, but not in time. Great piece of bunting there by Sarton, put in a perfect spot.
The second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt.
Forced Foley to come all the way up and make the play. So there'll be a runner on first for the second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt. Revolt hitting .274 on the year. Pick-off attempt by Singleton. Sarton is back in plenty of time. First pitch is a called strike. Pickoff attempt over at first. Wasp pitching staff really likes to go over to first a lot. Not necessarily to get a runner out, although you saw that happen in the first inning, but mostly just to control the running game, make sure that those runners aren't getting good jumps, not being able to take big leads. So it's one of those situations where, and again, you see a pickoff there, where they're not necessarily looking for the out, but kind of playing the long game there. 1-1 the count to Revolt. Pitch is watched for a strike. Count goes 1-2. Ball low. Gets away from Howard, and Sarton's able to take the base. Looks like Jared Foley's hat flew away in the wind. So 2-2's count to Revolt. And strike three call in the inside corner. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, DeMarco Miller.
That'll bring to the plate number 11, DeMarco Miller. Ball low. Miller hitting .219 on the year. Ball gets away from Howard. Sarton taking third, and again is safe. Count is 2-0 to Miller. Pitch is grounded softly to Foley. Takes a look over at third, over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
At the plate, third baseman, number 2, Jared Kirkman.
That'll bring to the plate the third baseman, Jared Kirkman. Kirkman hitting .217, or .227, excuse me. First pitch just misses the inside corner. That ball is laced into left field. That'll be an RBI single.
The catcher, number 14, Zach Hill.
Zach Hill, the catcher, will step to the plate with a runner on first, 2 outs. Pickoff attempt over at first. Kirkman is back. First pitch is strike called in the outside corner. Ball is hit into center field. Jennings backpedaling and makes the play for the final out. But again, Pikeville able to add another run in the top of the second. Your score after 1.5 is Pikeville 2, Emory and Henry 0. So leading off in the bottom of the second will be the left fielder, number 21, Sean Davis-Cherry.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Emory and Henry, the left fielder, number 21, Sean Davis-Cherry.
Cherry comes in hitting .378 on the year. First pitch is ball out. Swung on and missed. Ball out. Count goes 2-1. Breaking ball, can't quite pull it down. Count goes 3-1. And swung on and missed. Count will go full to Cherry. And there's ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Wasps. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 33, Jackson Lancaster.
Now batting the right fielder, number 33, Jackson Lancaster.
Lancaster hitting .370 on the year. Pickoff attempt over at first. Davis-Cherry is back safely. Pickoff attempt again. Again, Cherry is back. Ball up. Pickoff attempt over at first. Back in plenty of time. Ball out. Count goes 2-0. Ball up. Count goes 3-0. Strike one called. Pickoff attempt. Cherry is back. Pickoff attempt. Cherry is back. And there's ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Amory and Henry. Brings to the plate center fielder Will Jennings. Looks like we'll have a mound visit beforehand, though, so we will be right back after the break. So after the break,
The center fielder, number 30, Will Jennings.
Jennings will step in. Jennings hitting .313 on the year. He'll have runners on first and second, no outs. First pitch is a called strike. Pickoff attempt over at second. Strike 2 called in the outside corner. That's back-to-back breaking balls in the outside corner that Jennings has watched. Now he'll have to battle here with 2 strikes. Another breaking pitch. This time Jennings able to foul it off. Ball out. Count goes 1-2. Pitch is fouled off. And again, Jennings fouls one off. This time off the bricks in the back. Checks, make sure that ball isn't cut. Fouled off yet again. Pitch is fouled off down the right field line. Inside move. That pitch is skied into shallow center. Freeze is calling everyone off and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Brings to the plate the catcher, Josh Howard.
Now batting the catcher, number 42, Josh Howard.
Howard hitting .350 on the year. First pitch to Howard is grounded down the first base line, but called a foul ball. Ball out. Count goes 1-1. Breaking ball called for a strike. Count goes 1-2. Ball is lined foul down the first baseline. Pitch is foul back. Bottom of this Wasp lineup really putting together some quality at-bats. Fouling a lot of pitches off. A couple of walks thus far in this inning. Really what you like to see out of the bottom of your lineup. And strike three called on Josh Howard. He'll go down looking for the second out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 5, Colby Anderson.
At the plate, the shortstop, number 5, Colby Anderson.
Anderson hitting .245 on the year. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. And strike 2 called. Anderson now in a hole down 0-2. That ball lined over the shortstop. Davis Cherry rounded third, headed for home. Lancaster will be held up at third, but Emory and Henry's on the board with a 2-out double.
Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Jared Foley.
That'll bring to the plate number 3, Jared Foley. He'll have runners in scoring position, 2 outs. First pitch to Foley is a ball out. Ball 2. Strike called in the outside corner. Count goes 2-1. Foley lifts that ball into center. Freeze is under it for the final out. But now before Emory and Henry is able to get on the board, your score after 2 full is Pikeville 2, Emory and Henry 1. So leading off the top of the third will be the center fielder, number 1, Tyler Freeze. First pitch is a ball out. Pitch is foul down the left field line. Pitch grounded softly back to Singleton. Over to first. That'll be the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton.
Good on Singleton to be able to field his position. Not always the easiest thing for pitchers, as they're used to throwing downhill off that mound. They try to throw over to first, and a lot of times they sail. But great on him to get the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton. First pitch to Helton is a ball. Helton singled in his first at-bat, ended up getting picked off at first. Count will go 2-0. Ball low. Strike one called to Helton. Count goes 3-1. Pitch is fouled off, so Singleton able to battle his way all the way back into this at-bat. Count is full. And pitch hits Helton. Might need to check down at first to make sure there wasn't a swing. Looks like they're just going to have Helton down to first. That'll bring to the plate the DH, number 7, Tyler Maynard. Maynard flew out to center in his first at-bat. That pitch is fouled off. Pickoff attempt over at first. Helton, I don't think is going to fall for that one twice. He's back in plenty of time. Ball out. Pickoff attempt, held in his back. Runner goes. Hit and run. Anderson fields cleanly over to first. Wasps were able to get one, but Pikeville able to execute on the hit and run, get their runner to second.
The first baseman, number 24, Eduardo Bello.
So that'll bring to the plate the first baseman, number 24, Eduardo Bello, with 2 outs and a runner on second. Bello struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That pitch is fouled off. That ball hit softly back to Singleton, and again, Singleton makes the play. PFPs are working for the Wasps. After 2.5, your score is still Pikeville 2, Emory and Henry 1. So leading off the bottom of the third will be the DH number 19, Eli Milhorn. Milhorn flew out to center in his first at-bat. First pitch is a ball in to Milhorn. Strike one called in the outside corner. That ball lined and caught by Eduardo Bello. Looking like Joey Gallo over at first. I'm going to pretend I meant to do that. Regardless, that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate the second baseman, number 2, Tristan Hensley. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. First pitch to him is a called strike. Ball grounded softly back to second, fielded over to first, and that'll be 2 outs for the Wasps. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 12, McCray Sawyers.
At the plate, first baseman number 12, McCray Sawyers.
Sawyers flew out to center in his first at-bat. First pitch to him is a ball in. Pitch is fouled off. Ball out. Count goes 2-1. Grounded to first. Bello makes the play, and that'll be the final out of the inning. Wasco 1-2-3 here in the third. Your score after 3 full is still U-Pike 2, Emory and Henry 1. Leading off for the Bears will be the shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton.
Leading off fourth for U-Pike, shortstop number 16, Ryan Sarton.
Sarton singled in his first at-bat. First pitch is a ball. Strike one called. Sarton called on the swing. Count goes 1-2. Ball in. Count evens up at 2s. Ball low. Count goes full. Pitch is flicked into right field, but a great play by Jackson Lancaster to make the first out of the inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt.
That'll bring to the plate the second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt. Revolt struck out looking in his first at-bat. First pitch is ball out. That pitch is in for a base hit. That'll bring to the plate number 11, DeMarco Miller. The left fielder grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Pickoff tipped over at first. Revolt is back safely. Pickoff attempt over at first. He's back safely. Bunt gets down. Singleton fields over to first. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 2, Jared Kirkman.
That'll bring to the plate the third baseman, number 2, Jared Kirkman. Kirkman singled in his first at-bat. Pitch is fouled off over the first base dugout. Ball low. That ball lifted into deep left. Cherry going back at the wall. That ball is gone. 2-run home run by Jared Kirkman. Kirkman's third of the year. Puts UPike up 4-1. That'll bring to the plate catcher number 14, Zach Hill. Hill flew out to center in his first at-bat. That ball hit into left. Cherry lets it fall. So that'll be a 2-out single. Looks like Davis Cherry may have lost his footing out there. Wasn't able to get a good jump on that fly ball. That'll bring to the plate number 1, Tyler Freeze. Freeze grounded out to the pitcher in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Pickoff attempt over at first. Ball in. Ball low. Count goes 2-0. Pitch is fouled off over the first base dugout. Strike 2 called in the outside corner. Count goes 2-2. Ball is hit softly in shallow center. Hensley calls for it, and he will get the final out of the inning. But not before Pikeville's able to tack on 2 more. Your score after 3.5 is Pikeville 4, Emory and Henry 1. So leading off the bottom of the 4th will be the left fielder, number 21, Sean Davis Cherry. Cherry walked and later scored in his first at-bat. And Cherry gets everything into that swing. Unfortunately, doesn't make contact. Ball up. Count goes 1-1. Cherry, not the biggest guy on the team, but has a really violent swing that gives him some power that he's definitely taken advantage of here at home. His count goes 2-1, especially when that wind is blowing so hard out to left. Ball out, count goes 3-1. Cherry actually tied for second in home runs for the team. That ball grounded sharply through the hole between the shortstop and third baseman. That'll be a lead-off base hit for Sean Davis Cherry. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 33, Jackson Lancaster. Lancaster also walked in his first at-bat. Maybe he will follow suit with Cherry and single in his second. Pickoff move over to first. Cherry is back in plenty of time. Pickoff attempt. Cherry is back. Swung on and missed by Lancaster. Pickoff attempt over at first. Cherry is back safely. Ball out. Pickoff attempt over at first. Cherry is back in time. That ball hit deep into right. Freeze is able to track it down, though, for the first out of the inning.
At the plate, the center fielder, number 30, Will Jennings.
That'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Will Jennings. And that right field gap, right center gap has been where fly balls go to die today. A lot of great hit balls, but Freeze has been able to track all of them down. That ball hit right back up the middle, but a great shift by the second for the 4-6-3 double play that will end the inning. Right spot at the right time there, and that'll have in the fourth inning. Your score after 4 full is U-Pike 4, Emory and Henry 1. Leading off the top of the fifth for Pikeville will be number 9, Noah Helton. Right fielder is 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk. First pitch to him is a ball low. Pitch is grounded. A bouncer right over Foley in for a base hit. Not much the third baseman could do there. And that'll have a runner on first for the DH, number 7, Tyler Maynard.
The designated hitter, number 7, Tyler Maynard.
Maynard 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch is the ball in. Pickoff tipped over at first. Helton is back. That pitch hits Maynard. He'll head on down to first. That'll bring to the plate the first baseman, Anthony Houck. Looks like we'll have a quick pitching meeting, though, so we will be right back after the mound visit. Houck comes in hitting 196 on the year. Pikeville made the defensive change in the last inning. Houck shows bunt, pulls back. Houck shows bunt again. Again pulls back. Count goes 2-0. Ball out. Count goes 3-0. And there's ball 4. That'll load the bases. And bring to the plate the shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton.
The shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton.
Sarton is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch is driven into right field. Lancaster makes the play, and the tag will be no play at home. So Pikeville will add to their lead. They'll now be up 5-1.
Second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt.
That'll bring to the plate the second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt. Revolt 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout to his name today. First pitch is ball up. Ball up. Count goes 2-0. Strike one called. Swung on and missed. Count will even up at 2s. Revolt sticks his bat out and just fouls that pitch off. Count will remain 2-2. Swung on and missed for the second out of the inning. Revolt will go down swinging.
At the plate, the left fielder, number 11, DeMarco Miller.
That'll bring to the plate the left fielder, number 11, DeMarco Miller. He is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. First pitch is a called strike. That pitch driven into deep left. Cherry looking back off the wall. Looks like it'll score one. RBI double for DeMarco Miller. Brings the score 6-1. Brings to the plate the third baseman, number 2, Jared Kirkman. Kirkman 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a home run. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. We'll tell you all about the new pitcher when we come back. Pitching change for the loss. We'll bring in number 12, Josh Woodard. He'll face the third baseman, number 2, Jared Kirkman. Kirkman has runners on second and third, 2 outs. First pitch is driven into center field. Jennings is under it, and that'll be the final out of the inning. Quick work for Woodard there in the top of the 5th. Pikeville was able to tack on 2 more. So after 4.5, your score is Pikeville 6, Emory and Henry 1. So leading off the bottom of the 5th will be the catcher, number 42, Josh Howard. Howard struck out looking in his first at-bat. First pitch is a ball out. That ball hit deep into center. Freeze going back and makes the play at the track for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 5, Colby Anderson. Anderson doubled in his last at-bat. First pitch is grounded foul down the first baseline. Swung on and missed. Count goes 0-2. Pitch is fouled straight back. Pitch is fouled off. That ball driven into center field. Freezes under it for the second out of the inning. That'll turn the lineup over for the Wasps and bring to the plate the third baseman, number 3, Jared Foley.
The third baseman, number 3, Jared Foley.
Foley is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch is grounded softly to third, fielded cleanly over to first. That'll be the final out of the inning. Wasps go 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. Your score after 5 full is U-Pike 6, Emory and Henry 1. So Zach Hill will lead off the top of the 6th for Pikeville. First pitch is a ball out. Hill comes into this at-bat 1 for 2 with a single. Ball out. That ball grounded through the 5.5 hole for a single. Nice little piece of hitting. That'll bring to the plate the center fielder, number 1, Tyler Freeze. Freeze is 1 for 3 on the day. Pickoff attempt over at first. Hill is back. Pickoff attempt over at first. Hill is back. Bunt attempt. Freeze pulls back. Pitch is called a ball. Ball lined right back to second. Hensley picks the ball over to first. They're able to double everyone up. Merry Christmas to Tristan Hensley as that ball just finds his glove. And after that play, Emory and Henry's got 2 outs.
At the plate, the right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton.
That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton. First pitch to Helton is popped up in foul territory. Howard going back. And that ball is out of play. Helton comes into this at-bat 2 for 2 with a couple of singles to his name. Also got a walk thrown in there. Ball out. Strike 2 called in the outside corner. Count goes 1-2. Swung on and missed. That'll be the final out of the inning. Emory and Henry able to put the Bears down 1-2-3. Your score after 5.5 is Pikeville 6, Emory and Henry 1. So leading off in the bottom of the sixth will be the DH number 19, Eli Milhorn.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for Emory Henry, the designated hitter, number 19, Eli Milhorn.
Milhorn hitless on the day, is flown out and lined out. First pitch is lined right back to first again. 2 straight at-bats where Milhorn can't even get out of the box before he's out. That'll bring to the plate the second baseman, number 2, Tristan Hensley.
Number 2, Tristan Hensley.
Hensley hitless. First pitch to Hensley is watched and called a strike. Ball up. Pitch is skied in the middle of the infield. Sarton is calling for it, and he makes the play. That'll be the second out of the inning. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 12, McCray Sawyers.
At the plate, the first baseman, number 12, McCray Sawyers.
First pitch is a ball up. Ball in. Strike one called. Count goes 2-1. Ball grounded right back up the middle. Sarton goes for the pick, but unable to handle the ball, and Sawyers is able to get to first. That'll bring to the plate number 21, Sean Davis Cherry.
Left fielder, number 21, Sean Davis Cherry.
Ball in the dirt. Ooh. It's going to be off the hands of Cherry. Fortunately, that'll be a foul ball. So a little conversation between the umpires to see if that ball kind of came up into Cherry's wrists or the hit, and we got an out call, and then we got a go to first call. So Cherry's heading on down to first. Must have hit him a little higher than we thought. The Pikeville coach not too happy about it. So we'll have a little conversation at the plate. Explain exactly what everybody saw. We will be right back after this break. So Pikeville's coach made his point rather. And that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 33, Jackson Lancaster. Lancaster 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. First pitch is swung on and missed. Swung on and missed. Lancaster now down 0-2. That pitch grounded to second, fielded over to 1 for the final out of the inning. So none come to pass for the Wasps. Your score after 6 full is Pikeville 6, Emory and Henry 1. So leading off in the top of the 7th will be the DH, number 7, Tyler Maynard. Maynard 0 for 3 on the day with a hit by pitch. First pitch to him is a ball out. Ball low. Pitch is fouled straight back. We'll check the baseball just to see if there's any cuts on it. Get a new one out there. Count is 2-1. Ball low. Count goes 3-1. Pitch is fouled straight back. Count goes full. Ball up. That'll be a leadoff walk for the Bears and bring to the plate number 20, Anthony Houck.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Anthony Houck.
Houck 0 for 0 with a walk thus far. Pickoff attempt over at first. Maynard is back. Pickoff attempt over at first. Maynard is back. Ball out. Pickoff attempt over at first. Maynard is back. Sometimes feel like a broken record up here. Pickoff attempt at first. Maynard is back. Pickoff attempt over at first. Maynard is back. Pitch is fouled straight back. Count goes 1-1. Pick off to first. Maynard is back. Ball low. Count goes 2-1. Pick out first. Maynard is back. Pick off to first. Maynard is back. This time gets away from Sawyers. Maynard able to take second, looking to take third. And Maynard will be safe at third. Almost seemed like an inevitability at that point. With so many pickoffs to first, you would eventually throw one away. Maynard able to take third, so there'll be a runner on third, no outs, and a 2-1 count to Houck. That pitch is fouled off. Count goes 2-2. That pitch is fouled off. Swung on and missed, so that'll be the first out of the inning as Houck goes down swinging. That'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton.
Now batting the shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton.
Ball gets away from Howard. And Maynard is able to score. So 1-0 count to Sarton. Ball out. Strike one called. That ball grounded to short, and a bad hop for Colby Anderson. That'll be in for a base hit. Not much you can do there. So runner on first, 1 out for the second baseman, number 3, Cam Revolt. Revolt 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a couple strikeouts. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Runner is safe. Pitch was called a strike. Pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Ball gets away from Howard. Sarton is able to take third. Count is 1-2 to Revolt. Ball grounded sharply to Anderson. He looks the runner back at third and over to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. Great play by Anderson as that was a rocket. About took his teeth out. Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 11, DeMarco Miller. Miller is 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a sacrifice fly. First pitch is skied into a shallow right. Ball eventually goes foul. Ball out. Ball out. Count goes 2-1. Strike 2 called. Count goes 2-2. Ball out. Count goes full. Pitch is popped up into shallow right. Lancaster calling for it and makes the diving play for the final out of the inning. So U-Pike able to tack on one there. Your score after 6.5 is Pikeville 7, Emory and Henry 1. Leading off the bottom of the 7th will be the center fielder, number 30, Will Jennings. Jennings 0 for 2 on the day. Ball up. Strike 1 called. Strike 2 called. Count goes 1-2. Ball low. Count evens up at 2-2. That ball hit into left field and caught for the first out of the inning. Brings to the plate the catcher, number 42, Josh Howard.
Now batting the catcher, number 42, Josh Howard.
Howard 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch is the ball. That ball hit sky high into right field, but caught for the second out of the inning. That brings to the plate the shortstop, number 5, Colby Anderson.
And at the plate for the Wasps, the shortstop, number 5, Kobe Anderson.
Anderson 1 for 2 with a double on the day. First pitch is the ball out. Count goes 2-0. Strike one called. Ball is fouled off. Count goes 2-2. Ball low. Count goes full. There's ball 4. Anderson will head on down to first for a 2-out walk. That'll bring to the plate the third baseman, number 3, Jared Foley.
The third baseman, number 3, Jared Foley.
Foley 1 for 3 on the day with a single. First pitch is a ball out. Ball up. Count goes 2-0. Quick conversation between the catcher and pitcher. Strike one called. Count goes 2-1. Strike 2 called. Count goes 2-2. Ball out. Count goes full. Runners will be on the move at this play. On this pitch, rather. Runner goes. Pitch is fouled off. Runner goes. Grounded to third, fielded over to first. And that'll be the final out of the inning. None come to pass for the Wasp in the 7th. Your score after 7 full is U-Pike 7, Emory and Henry 1. Pitching change for the Wasps. Coming in to pitch will be number 20, Brandon Fury. Fury making his first appearance of the year today. See what the freshman has in store for the Bears here in the top of the 8th. Third baseman number 2, Jared Kirkman, will step to the plate. First pitch is a ball in.
Now pitching for Emory and Henry, number 20, Brandon Fury.
Ball up. Count goes 2-0. Ball grounded softly to Anderson at short, fielded cleanly over to first. And the tag made by McCray Sawyers for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 14, Zach Hill.
Brings to the plate the catcher, number 14, Zach Hill. Hill 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of singles. First pitch is a ball in. Pitch is fouled off. Bunt shown, but bunted straight back. Count goes 1-2. Ball up. Count goes 2-2. Pitch is grounded to third. Foley fields it over to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. That'll turn the lineup back over and bring to the plate the center fielder number 1, Tyler Freeze. Freeze 1 for 4 on the day. First pitch is the ball in. Strike one called. Swung on and missed. Count goes 1-2. Pitch is lined into left field for a 2-out base hit. Brings to the plate the right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton.
The right fielder, number 9, Noah Helton.
Helton 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of singles. That pitch gets away from Howard. Freeze is able to take second. Ball out. Ball low. Pickoff attempt at second. Freezes back. Strike one called. Count goes 3-1. Ball grounded softly back to Anderson, fielded over to first, and that'll be the final out of the inning. U-Pike doesn't do much of anything in the top of the eighth. Your score after 7.5 is Pikeville 7, Emory and Henry 1. Leading off the bottom of the eighth will be the DH, number 19, Eli Milhorn. Milhorn hitless on the day. He's got two straight screaming lineouts to first. First pitch to him is a ball out. Ball out, count goes 2-0. Ball up. 3-0 count to Milhorn. And that'll be ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Wasps. Brings to the plate the second baseman, number 2, Tristan Hensley.
The second baseman, number 2, Tristan Hensley.
Hensley hitless on the day. First pitch is the ball in. Pitch is driven into deep center, but freezes under it for the first out of the inning. Brings to the plate first baseman number 12, McCray Sawyers.
The first baseman, number 12, McCray Sawyers.
Sawyers 1 for 3 on the day. Ball out. Pitch is hit in foul territory over by third base. And a great snag by the third baseman, Jared Kirkman. Scales the ball. Probably didn't need to, but still makes a great play coming back towards the field to make the second out of the inning.
At the plate, the left fielder, number 21, Sean Davis-Cherry.
Brings to the plate number 7, Sean Davis-Cherry. First pitch is ball out. Swung on and missed. Count goes 1-1. Ball out. Count goes 2-1. Swung on and missed. Count will even up at 2s. Ball gets away from the catcher. Milhorn takes seconds, thinking third, but holds off at second. Smart move. Lost need more than just one here. So runner on second. 2 outs. Full count to Sean Davis-Cherry. That ball lined into the left center gap. That'll be down and will easily score Milhorn with an RBI single. Brings to the plate the right fielder, number 33, Jackson Lancaster. Lancaster 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch is a called strike. Ball up. Pitch is fouled straight back. Count goes 1-2. Pitch is fouled off. Ball in. Brushes Lancaster off the plate. Count goes 2-2. That ball hit deep into right. Going back. Not quite the legs, as that'll be caught for the final out of the 8th. Emory Henry able to tack one more on there in the bottom of the 8th. Your score after 8 full is U-Pike 7, Emory Henry 2. So the designated hitter number 7, Tyler Maynard, will lead off for U-Pike. First pitch is a ball up. Maynard 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Strike one called in the outside corner. Strike two called. Count goes 1-2. Foul back. Count remains 1-2. And foul tip caught for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Anthony Houck.
Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 20, Anthony Houck. Houck 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch is a called strike. Ball in. Swung on and missed. Count goes 1-2. Ground ball to Anderson. Foley cuts him off over to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. Just trying to pat pad that fielding percentage. So 2 outs brings to the plate the shortstop, number 16, Ryan Sarton. Sarton 2 for 3 on the day. Couple singles and a sacrifice fly. First pitch to him is a ball. Ball low. Ball grounded to second. Hensley fields cleanly over to first. That'll be the final out of the 9th. None come to pass for the Bears in the top of the 9th. Your score after 8.5 is UPike 7, ENH 2. So leading off the bottom of the 9th will be the center fielder, Will Jennings, looking to have a little late inning rally for the Wasps. First pitch to him is fouled off. Strike 2 called in the outside corner. Jennings now down 0-2. That pitch hit foul down the right field line. That pitch hit into center field and caught for the first out of the inning. Brings to the plate the catcher, number 42, Josh Howard. Howard looking for that first knock of the day. Great time for it. And that ball hits the lip and into the right. Great effort by Revolt at second. But that'll be a one-out base hit for Josh Howard. Not going to say I called it, but I definitely called it. Brings to the plate the shortstop, number 5, Colby Anderson. Anderson 1 for 3 with a double. First pitch called strike on the outside corner. Pitch grounded to short. Over to 2 for 1. To 1. Not able to make the full double play, but able to get the lead runner for the second out of the inning. Brings to the plate number 3, Jared Foley. Lost down to their final out. Foley 1 for 4. First pitch is the ball out. Ball is grounded through the 5.5 hole for a 2-out base knock. Brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 19, Eli Milhorn. Milhorn 0 for 3 with a walk. That ball lifted into right. And that'll be caught for the final out of the game. Pikeville takes the game against Emory and Henry 7-2. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for today's live stream. Our next stream will be on Saturday as softball takes on Bluefield State. But with that, I've been Ty Spires. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.